This is the story of beautiful Blackbird. A long, long time ago, in the jungles of Africa, lived a variety of colorful birds. Some red, some blue, some yellow, and some green. Now there was one bird who was very special. His name was Blackbird. His feathers were one solid color, just black. All the other birds were one solid color as well, but each of them were red, blue, green, yellow, all the other colors of the rainbow. None of them had any black whatsoever. So one day another bird, named Ringdove, a gray bird, invited all the other birds to a festival. When all the other birds gathered at the festival, Ringdove asked the other birds to vote on who was the most beautiful bird of all. So all the other birds agreed that Blackbird was the most beautiful because his feathers gleamed all the colors of the rainbow in the sun. So all the birds sang and danced around Blackbird, singing, "Blackbird is the most beautiful bird of all. Blackbird is the most beautiful bird of all." But some birds didn't like Blackbird. Some birds were jealous of him for his black feathers. So the next day, Ringdove went to Blackbird and asked him if he could give him a touch of black to his own feathers. So Blackbird got a pot of blackening and a feather, and he dipped his feather in the blackening, and with his free wing he spun Ringdove around and around, painting a stripe all around his neck, a black ring that covered his entire neck. When he was done, Ringdove was very pleased with his new look. He showed all the other birds, and all the other birds wanted a touch of black as well. So all the other birds went to Blackbird and asked him if they could have a touch of black as well. But at this time, Blackbird didn't have any more blackening, so he told them to meet him at the same place the next day, and he'd bring some more, and paint them all with a touch of black. So all the birds went to sleep, dreaming of and thinking of all the new looks and ways they could look with the touches of black. So the next day, all the birds went to the same place and joined Blackbird. One by one, Blackbird took his pot of blackening, and Blackbird took his feather, and he dipped it in the blackening, and he painted each and every bird, some with dots, some with stripes, some with circles, some with squares, all shapes and different looks for each bird, until there was not a single bit of blackening left. There was no black left to go around. But at this time, every single bird had a touch of black on them. Not a single bird was one solid color anymore. Every bird had a touch of black. So now all the birds, pleased with their new looks, again danced around Blackbird and sang, "Blackbird is the most beautiful bird. Blackbird is the most beautiful bird." And now that is why no bird is one solid color. Every bird has a touch of black. The end.